All right.
Okay.
All right. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. I believe we're live. Well, welcome to the first match of the Roundtable 2023 Qualifier Tournament. Gonna be joined here. It's me, Knox. I ought to get out of the way first. Gonna be commentating this along with Doomsday. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Norts? Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Yeah. Quite the event. Gonna
really
be seeing who can make themselves a spot at the event. Quite exciting, you know. Finally a LAN tournament for Osu, like a big staple LAN tournament. But
it's not something that's very common, is it? You see a lot of tournaments online, and of course, the culmination of this tournament for the Roundtable will be a place at the Roundtable in LA, hosted by VTMC, the second edition, and I imagine all of these players will be itching to get a piece of that. But the competition is fierce, yeah. So we're starting out with a big match here between Enri and Demonical.
Yeah, it's set to be very competitive. I mean, even if you look at the seedings and qualifier results here, I think both names staples of the tournament scene at this point. I think people who keep an eye on it ought to be familiar. Two quite strong Asian players, well known, quite established. I think rather close. You know, the seedings speak for themselves. Some slight differences in skill sets, but ultimately I think not gonna be like any major things for either player to abuse. There's not gonna be. I guess Enri has the low AR as always. I think amazingly good at low AR for being, I think, known in solo for being pretty speedy. It's not necessarily a skill set you might assume he has. I think most people at this point would be familiar with that, though. Quite strong on that skill set.
He's incredibly well-rounded. There's not much you can catch out Enri on, really, these days. You hit the nail on the head. His hidden is second to none. He's one of the very best hidden players in tournament in the world. So consistent on so many different styles. And I think in this matchup in particular, that's going to be a big, scary point for Demonical, because I think that's the clear difference.
Yeah.
Between the two, it's that hidden pool, and there's 4 picks there.
I don't know. I mean, it is fair. I do think they. I mean, Demonical has HR as well, so that would be I guess Demonical's chance. Might be important for them to try to take some points on HR. I mean, I still think things kind of balance out. It ought to be a pretty solid matchup for either player. Demonical, no slouch either. Very, very strong player. I feel like very good at ult. I would like to see some of the ulti picks in the pool, like the HR3 maybe. I think I would love to see the HR3 out of Demonical.
Especially with that being in Hard Rock, that's going to be so good for Demonical.
Yeah.
It's going to be so good for him. He's super consistent on really anything mechanical, especially on the higher AR. I feel like not too many people, or not enough people, really realize how consistent Demonical is. You watch him play for Singapore in OWC. The dude is the rock of the team every single match. He never lets him down. So rock solid when it comes to like maps at this skill level, and with the star rating being about 7 stars in the pool.
Yep.
There's not going to be much in it, I don't think. And there is the pool. Look at those maps. Look at that Terra Eden, which I imagine we won't be seeing. It's low AR.
Oh yeah.
Hidden.
No, I have I've played. I have bad memories associated with that map. It's I'm quite familiar. Okay, it actually goes immediately.
Rip.
I mean, I'm not too sad about it, honestly. I kind of I'm pretty okay with it. Out of the low AR picks, I prefer to see No Mod 5 anyways. I think No Mod 5 is cooler. I think it's Oh,
wait,
is that happening, or Is it 2 bans? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it'd be double
yeah,
ban.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. No, that makes sense.
Man,
we're not going to be seeing either one. Very sad, actually. I kind of think the No Mod 5 is cool.
Yeah, to point out, the No Mod 5 is not speed. Of course, it's I guess the meta for that is changing since OWC. That's a low AR7 pick.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's really weird. I'm not surprised Demonical decided to nuke all of the low AR from orbit.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a No Mod 6 and No Mod 5, and No Mod 6 in like the just kind of filler slot sense. You know, people used to pull AR8 CS5 in that slot, so I think, you know, going to something like AR7, it's not too far-fetched. We have the burstier, I guess, traditional No Mod 5 thing, probably filled up by HR4, but we're getting going here already. Bans out of the way rather quickly. It's kind of hard to keep up even, but...
super quick. They're on the ball. They're prepared. This is an alt-style hard rock pick to kick us off. So Demonical going straight into some of his really strong mods here. Exactly the map you called out.
Yeah. I mean, it just aligns with Demonical skill sets fully. With finger control, aim control, HR. It's just... It's definitely what you should be doing. I think you don't want to be thinking about keeping a pocket pick going or something. Like, people are going to be really prepared. I don't think you want to go with tactics like that. Just pick the strong map up front. Just do it and own them on it. But, you know, maybe that's not the case as of right now. Demonical actually going to be the first to find a break. Enri follows it up, though. Does trade. Keep things rather even. Pretty well aligned on the accuracy as well. Yeah. Not very long. The smallest of score differences. Well, it's quite clear both players have put in the time. No major act drops from either player.
Hard rock, sad face. I'd agree as a hidden player myself. But he seems to do just fine though.
That miss hurts a lot more. And it's Enri is going to start to run away with the seat. There's so little of the map left. I think Enri just has it now. Yeah, already a 100k lead. It is gone completely in Enri's favor here at the end. And going to be starting off the match with a break point. A very quick one.
What a massive break point as well. Like, that was the map we were talking about. It's been stolen. Man,
I do think Demonical first picked it for a reason. But unfortunately, just not able to close it out. Enri performing quite well as well. Just the 2 miss.
Yeah, he's going on about, you know, hard rock, sad face, not being his thing, but it seemed to do just fine there.
Yeah, it almost seems BM. You know, you hard rock, sad faced, and then beat your opponent, just smashing them to smithereens.
Well, if that's his weaker mod, then Enri's going to be feeling pretty good when it gets to his more comfortable stuff.
Most certainly.
And, well, speed is going to be the name of the game, I think. And that's exactly what you want.
I don't think either player is really a stamina player, right? I think, I mean, this is specifically the DT stamina pick. So, it would make plenty of sense, you know, maybe going through... Or, you know, Demonical can kind of play DT3, I guess, so... I'm not sure about this one. I don't know, actually. I don't think it's hard enough that either player is, like, super skill-capped on it or nothing, but... I guess Enri's maybe saving the better stuff for later in terms of their picks. As I imagine, you know, might wanna be dipping into the hidden pool, I would imagine, but... We'll see.
See if this one works out for Enri then. Yeah, it's a very contested pick. I totally agree. Demonical should be just fine with this. Enri does have some pretty mean stamina though. I still give him the edge when it comes to like top end stamina, but this map's not too bad. It's 225 BPM. It does have some longer streams, but it should be manageable really for either of these two.
Yeah. Both players coming off to a solid start here. Neither seeming too troubled by the map. Gotten into the groove here.
Oh, there is some stamina coughing from Demonical. You can see some hundreds drops here and there. Down to 95. Enri appears to have equalized on that offset, I guess, because his accuracy is looking pretty good.
Yeah, climbing. Making it harder and harder to imagine Demonical pulling this one off, as just doesn't really seem like there's any risk of either player breaking. The map has nothing to offer in terms of aim. It is pure stamina, so as long as both players... Oh, what?
Completely whiffing that wiggle.
Wait,
oh
what?
no. What are you doing, Nuts? He
Enri,
pulled that one.
I'm so sorry. It's just really difficult to imagine a miss aim on a map like this.
Well, Demonical won't care. This bit's a bit more spaced, but Demonical's already got it in the bag, surely. And he hits it anyway. Clean as you like. Look at him go. But oh my god, you got to feel for Enri the miss aim.
Yeah, terrible. Terrible misfortune for Enri, but quite fortunate for Demonical, getting back a break point here, kind of undoing the damage of the first map here.
He saves his blushes though after dropping a strong pick of his, stolen a strong pick right back. So we're back to square one. Back to square one, and Demonical's going to stick to his guns, it looks like. Some more hard work on the way.
I mean, it's just the best shot he likely has. It's just going to be dipping into the more comfortable picks. And it's RLC Knight Rider, which it's on a different set, but I do believe it's the same map. You know, maybe there's some small changes. I wouldn't be entirely sure, but sick map, RLC and everything, you know?
Can't go wrong with RLC. You just can't.
Cannot go wrong.
Some small circle size. Tech aim, I'd call this. It's kind of techy, it's kind of aimy, kick sliders and some streams and stuff.
Yeah. It's on the lighter end tech-wise. It's, you know, it's more kick sliders than, you know, really intensely complex patterning. It's pretty dense, though, I would say. For, you know, it is HR, so it isn't that large, you know, that big of a concern, but arguably more so than the other HR picks. There's a bit more going on the screen.
That was a very early miss from Demonical, which was right at the start of the map. Just, probably not going to matter at the end, really. Well, we'll see, but I don't think it will.
Yeah, really good ACK on Demonical. As I say that, drops below the 99, but maybe I should not speak. Something bad happened. Something bad happened last map. Maybe I don't want to repeat of that.
Touch and go. I think you've got away with it though. There's still
yeah. We're good.
So little in it. Enri's getting his accuracy back after adjusting to that offset, so it is dead even. Just waiting for that one miss aim on this small CS. But it's not happening yet, that first section.
Enri looked kind of shaky there on that one slider. That was... I don't know what that was, but maybe a bit of nerves. Okay, last third of the map here. Both players still comboing. Lead on the side of Enri still, due to that one early miss from Demonical. Might actually be the deciding factor here, but the wiggle gets Enri.
The stream. And it's Demonical's going to make it, saving his blushes, I guess, with the early miss. He's got that good lead now. Bit more of the map to go, not a lot left.
Yeah, that is going to be another point for Demonical. Going up to 2-1. Maybe that first miss is just what Demonical needed. It sure seems like it. gonna finish out, comboing the rest of the map.
That is pretty big. It's the 1 million. Just ignore the one miss at the start. That was a really unfortunate reverse choke.
Not real, it's fake.
It doesn't exist. The one miss is not real. It can't hurt you. What a score, though. What a score. Both players with some very nice runs on there. Tight fight, but Demonical will take that hard rock pick. Still got one more left. The speedy one, maybe, but enri was the next one to pick him up.
I do feel like nerves might have gotten the better of enri there. It looks pretty shaky on the wiggle. It's the worst possible thing to be experiencing on the HR precision.
It is the nerve shredder. It really is.
Yeah.
Get him out now, though. Plenty of this game to go in this best of 11. He's already rolling for a pick. Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think so. He tried to pick Nomad 5 and then realized it was banned. So it's a bit of confusion. I mean, I can't blame enri. It would probably be a very strong pick. I imagine enri would FC with Hayak just, you know, every single day of the week, so... Well, Hidden 3, gonna be finally seeing a Hidden. Gonna be the, I guess, techie alt. There's a lot more, kind of little spacing changes and cuts than, you know, a conventional alt map. So you're gonna be seeing a lot more, like, very low spacing into higher spacing and stuff like that. Some sliders, but nothing too crazy in that respect. Just, you know, specifically the cuts and the spacing change is going to be precisely the kind of thing that trips you up on Hidden and makes the map just significantly harder than it would be Nomad.
For a player like enri, these control patterns should be bread and butter for him. Being so used to this sort of patterning. We're up to Demonical to match him, but he seemed pretty happy about this pick in the chat.
Yeah, we'll see if that's just out of enjoyment of the song and map, or there's something to it in terms of what performance we can see from him here. But going to be the first player to break here. About a 200 combo lead for enri, so it's not going to be like Knight Rider here. It's going to be a pretty significant lead. But enri does break again. Demonical follows it up, but so... Gonna remain a pretty good lead for enri, but not going to be running away with it entirely.
Accuracy tells the story, though. The chain misses
doing
some damage to Demonical, man. That's the thing about this with these streams. You miss one note, you miss the lot, and you lose so much act.
Oh, enri actually finding a break here. Demonical with a chance to come back into this. Despite the act difference. Re-breaks again, for good measure. Gonna really be giving Demonical a good shot at this.
That really wasn't the time to break either. We're just popping much more comboable. Oh man,
god, enri, that is
enri.
Terrible. Demonical gonna be taking the lead off that. Really good spot for Demonical to be in. I think this last part of the map is easier than the first half as well. Demonical does break though.
Oh my god, mate.
Is there enough time for enri to come back though?
No, he's
I don't
think
so. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, in spite of the act difference here and quite a bit of combo at the end, Demonical's still going to be stealing this away. I'd say an underperformance from enri. Not really. I mean, all those breaks during the slow section of the map, that was the killer.
Well, the patterns in this map, though, sometimes you can have a good day on it, sometimes it just doesn't click. I mean, it's one of those,
absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And it really clicked into gear for Demonical there, because he had a really nice combo through the middle section. Really good stuff there from Demonical. Huge steal again. 2 breakpoints from him now.
The Nomad 4 picks into the Nomad Tech after stealing away a win on this. Might be a good idea. You know, felt, you know, seemingly pretty comfortable on Knight Rider as well. I think it's a very solid pick. Leans into what Demonical is performing well on at the moment. Obviously going to be a bit more slider heavy. Some funkier shapes for the Nomad tech.
This is some tech. It's got all the tech bits and bobs, right? Your high SVs, your cut streams, your weird shape streams. It's a pretty conventional Nomad for this.
Yeah.
Both players are going to be familiar with it. Ready for some Tumor sliders, because this map has plenty of wacky sliders. I'll tell you that much.
Also a bit snap aimier than both Knight Rider and Shime, I think. A bit more spacing. Both players coming off to a pretty strong start. Demonical, though, with really good accuracy.
Yeah, we do a little bit of slider end dropping on Enri's side. Finds the miss though, and that's going to be the kicker. Oh dear.
Demonical does break though.
Oh, hang on. Ooh, this is poised really well.
This,
40K.
yeah, this is looking to be pretty even.
The ending of this is a bit more aim heavy than the first half, I'd say. Kick slidery and jumpy. Oh, here we
Next
go now.
break, if one occurs, is really going to change everything. It is... Enri's closing in. Oh, Demonical breaks as well! It's going to start rocketing over to Enri at the end here. Finally!
He's caught a break finally. Still covering this ending. Holding an ack as well. Surely that is it now. The final jump.
Yeah. Honestly, it was going to be looking to be really bad for Enri if Enri did not manage to take a point on this, being 4-1 down. But does manage to take this one.
Yeah, he needed that one so badly. If he was 4-1 down, he'd be in a dicey situation. He was curse dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's got to give him the belief, man. He's definitely right back in this now with that breakpoint. Another breakpoint in this game. They're just sharing this. Oh man, Demonical, man, he had a great act though. You gotta say it. Held those slider ends really well, Demonical. Just an unfortunate miss at the end, I guess. Just that one.
Yeah, unfortunately making all the difference. Hidden 4 is going to be the pick for Enri. This is a hard one to categorize. I think it's quite similar to Hidden 3, but in certain ways. Less alt and more kick sliders, I guess. Even more of that.
Yeah.
No real complex slider shapes like in the Nomad tech. It's but it's not super aimy either. You know, kind of a strange place it falls into. It kind of falls in between the cracks in terms of conventional, or in terms of slot conventions, or like what you typically see in pool. I don't really know exactly how to categorize it, but you know, generally kind of light tech, I guess.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think there's quite a lot of flow aim in this. There's quite a lot of hidden streams in this, which is something that ain't in too many of the other hidden maps. So the flow aim patterns on hidden, I think, are a sticking point for this, right?
Yeah.
But it's not just that. Yeah, it's got a lot of different techy bits going on.
A bit of a mixed bag, but see how it plays out.
I'd say as well, it's one of the longer maps in the pool, so there's a lot of consistency required on the mod. And hidden consistency is, you know, it's enri's thing, right?
Enri's strengths, yeah. Quite likely one that Enri is, one would think, would be favored on. But with all the breakpoints we've seen so far, I do believe anything can happen. Demonical might just have a shot here.
Yeah, the way this has been going, who knows what's going to happen. It's been such a chaotic match to kick off this tournament, man. So already.
I'd expect nothing less. Well, both players coming through this first TI pretty well, but as soon as I speak, Demonical misses, of course. Enri's still looking very, very solid. Unfortunately, also breaks. Actually gonna keep this pretty close. I'm actually surprised how tiny a lead Enri managed to get. I mean, map's just that long, I suppose. Practically no lead at all.
There's still plenty of this section to go, though. If it stays like this, it's going to be so close going into the end. There's plenty more of this final drop to go before we hit that slow section. A bit more of these kick sliders to go.
Okay, not going to be any building of a combo lead in the slow section here. Both players combo through there.
All things considered, it's still very much in Demonical's court by that small combo lead he has. But he's going to have to find some consistency to hit this last hard section coming up, because Enri will be primed and ready at this point. Try and make something happen. It really is up to Demonical to try and match Enri's hidden prowess here.
Absolutely. I do believe despite... What?
Oh god, what?
Is that real? Is that actually real?
I think it might
be.
It is.
I think it is.
Well, here we bloody go. 20k in it. It's Enri's one to lose now, but here comes the final drop, you know.
Yeah, we're going to need to see a break from Enri now for Demonical to have a shot, I think. Despite how tiny of a combo lead it was for Demonical, I actually think would have eventually taken the lead, but as it stands right now, especially with Demonical breaking again, I think Enri is just going to be taking this now. Despite how small of a lead it is, I think with how long the map is and how small the combos are, or specifically for Demonical, just probably going to be closing it out. A very, very deeply unfortunate place to miss for both players, frankly, but...
Oh no!
Enri does break there.
Right?
Yeah, no, there's not enough time and there's not enough circles left in the map. Enri will be securing another point and actually evening things up. 3-3. Quite the change in the flow of events here.
Yeah. Someone winning their own pick. That is definitely something new. But there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, 500k in the end for Enri. Just about taking that one, making it real close. Nice accuracy on Enri's side. Almost 99% on that.
Oh, actually, this is the other map in the pool I wanted to see, because this is CS0. It's kind of awesome. At least I think. You know, opinions might be divided. It's a bit, you know, certainly the kind of map that some people might hate. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's pretty awesome.
And this is different for sure. I mean, I had to take a double take when I saw the pool. I'm like, is this the right diff?
Yeah.
No, it is actually the CS0 humongous circle control map in double time. It's kind of crazy. It's also really high AR. It's AR 9.2 with DT. So very high AR. Both players should be okay with it. How does this one go? I mean, Demonical picked it. I guess Demonical is probably the player I'd give the edge on the sort of very high AR double time reading, right? And the
they're trying to lean into the aim control, I guess. You know, kind of like the Alt Future HR3 pick. That's what I would presume the idea to be here. I mean, either way, I just wanted to see this map because I think it's fun. You don't get to see CS0 in high rank tournaments very much. Look at this. I can't believe what I'm looking at. Like, I don't think I've ever seen CS0 actually play, especially not in a 1v1 setting like this. I can actually see how humongous the circles are. It's so sick.
Oh man, you know what though? I mean, when circle size becomes like such a huge size, it actually messes around with your reading. It's very different to read. It's so
really
different.
Weird. You can of course get used to it. Actually, I was about to say, Demonical kind of struggling with the accuracy, does actually find a break first here. Enri does follow it up though, keeping things within reach. About a third of the way through the map. I think both players able to keep up with... Actually, I think one of the strangest things is you're playing CS0 on AR 9.2 plus DT. Just like, where would you ever do that? It's just not really a thing that ever occurs to you.
Enri at the moment is making light work of it, holding 98% still. That combo is climbing. Demonical trying to combo game it a bit, but definitely doesn't look nearly as comfortable as Enri does.
Yeah, might have been a mispick here, actually. Seems like there's quite a big difference in comfort, actually. Enri is looking so solid on this. Demonical continuing to find breaks, not finding his place on this map. Enri, meanwhile, just coasting over the 700k mark. Really good score from Enri.
Really good score. Super impressive combo there. Actually, one of the best scores on the solo leaderboard, let alone in the tournament. 800k. Just that one miss at the start. Mighty unfortunate. Very well done there.
That's insane. Quite a way to take a lead in this match. The CS0 aim control DT.
It's insane, honestly. That is a hard score to beat. I don't think there'll be many scores better than that this weekend on that map.
Yeah. Really sick, and a huge opportunity for Enri now to consolidate this break point into a match point position here. Question is, what is going to be the pick? I mean, with how much hidden we've been seeing, one might think hidden one, but it is hidden one is pretty conventional aim. I think it's almost falls into the box of no mod 1 territory, but ET3 is actually going to be the pick.
Oh, well, huh. Well, okay, you know what? It might actually work. Demonical doesn't seem confident in the chat.
Yeah, it doesn't seem terribly happy about it. I would think that, I mean, Last Dice is quite a staple. I think most people would be familiar with this pick. It's made the rounds, and you know, especially for this kind of skill level, I think especially given familiarity, even if you aren't the most comfortable on speed, you know, the kind of player to have qualified for this tournament would be able to put up a pretty decent performance on it nonetheless. But maybe there is still just that big of a difference. That Enri can exploit it.
If Demonical isn't feeling the raw speed, it might just work out. It's 270 BPM. This is pretty quick. Mostly short bursts, though. You know, triples and 5-note bursts. single taps. A tiny bit of speed aim, but not really much.
Yeah. It doesn't go too crazy in any one direction, I would say. It's very, very balanced in terms of the skill sets represented in the slot,
right? Yeah.
Typically.
It's the sort of comfy thing you'd expect in the speed DT map, I guess. Pretty even early on.
I actually stopped myself from mentioning that Demonical had an ACK lead early on during new drop below, but actually it's gotten back the ACK lead now. Actually, they're even.
It looks super combo close.
Yeah.
Like, Demonical was a bit worried about it, but he seems to be doing just fine right now.
Yeah, no need to fret. He is putting up a pretty solid performance right now.
Oh, this is looking like one of those maps where you're going to get one slip. One unfortunate slip from either player. The next miss is really just going to sting.
It's going to decide the map. It's I mean, both players still going solid. Demonical struggling a little bit more with the accuracy later on in the map here, which is giving enri the lead here.
I'll touch and go. Demonical trying to speed right there. Nearly missed the slider off of it.
That would be a very silly way of dropping this point. But as of right now, it's not looking like it's going to have mattered much with enri continuing to hold the ACK lead here and both players comboing. Looking like enri to take this.
Is it really just going to be a double FC?
I think so, yeah. I mean, frankly, this is kind of what I expected. Oh, Demonical really struggling towards the end there. But does actually manage to combo.
It's still FC. It's still a great FC from Demonical, but enri just finding more comfort on the speed, ending with a really nice ACK.
Christ.
That is not okay. Not okay. Yeah, well played from both players though for those sick FCs. But enri with that ACK gonna take the point. Match point too.
Yeah, really important. Really important. Real scary for Demonical here. Do or die. He's got to make this pick a good one. Nomon 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe not.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't want to go for the HR4, given that it's tapping focused. So, just does actually end up being this. You know, options starting to be narrowed down here.
I think this one does make perfect sense. You were talking about the ult ability from Demonical.
Yeah.
And some of the scores he got in qualifiers reflect that. So I think this would be the map to try and get back into this. Something a bit more comfy for him.
Yeah. Definitely. I think the scary part really is what comes next. Even if Demonical takes this, he's very much still staring down the barrel of a gun named, you know, nothing but tapping as, I don't know, enri has Nomad 2, HR4, DT1 as, you know, pretty major tapping element to maybe abuse if sees fit to do so. Still has the hidden one as well if he just wants to go for the hidden. I don't know. It's pretty tough, but you know, it all starts with this. If there's going to be any chance.
Yeah, this has to work out, obviously, because it's last chance to leave Demonical here.
You know, not that Demonical is hopeless on the next map. It's more like enri has a lot of options that I think enri is more comfortable on than Demonical. You know, even if they're may not be such a big difference. It's still not really a situation you want to be finding yourself in.
Oh no, I mean, you can definitely be competitive on any of those maps left, though. I think apart from Hidden One would be a nasty one, I think, for Demonical with it being AR9, but it's doable. We'll see if Demonical can stay in it with this very strong No Mod 3 ult pick. Short 2-minute map. Demonical with the very early miss.
Yeah. It's a pretty short map, and you know, most of basically the map only really gets going from the first KI onwards, so early misses are not good, you could say. Okay, here we go, first KI.
So things start to get spicy. Enri with that FC, Demonical with the reverse choke.
Really unfortunate early break. Demonical with the question mark.
Yeah, with the accuracy as well. The accuracy before then anyway was 99.6. The moment he's waiting on a miss, he needs a miss from Enri here, who has been, in these last couple maps, really coming into form. It's looking good. It's going to be a tough one for Demonical here.
Oh,
there's
dear.
The chain miss. Oh no. Enri
That's
now
going to decide
so
the match.
good.
Enri's going to be closing it out on Demonical's pick. Despite the early lead from Demonical, despite Enri kind of seeming off his game, just gets back on it and just takes point after point after point. Well, GG's.
GG's. Enri is going to be taking the first win of the Roundtable 2 Qualifier Tournament. It was a really good fight. You mentioned it, like, in the first half of this, it was incredibly close. Demonical having the edge, leading by 2 points at one point. But as the match went on, Enri just went from strength to strength and looked really good by the end with some excellent plays back to back to back. And the way we've seen him play in the last couple of years, Enri's definitely going to be on. Maybe he's one of the favourites to win the whole thing if he can keep his form going. Great comeback win there here.
Yeah, maybe. I'd say the favorite for this tournament would most certainly be Malashevsky, but
oh, yeah, of course.
I think it's kind of like Malashevsky floating above everyone else, as right. I think it was made clear during the qualifier results stream, where I think the difference between Malashevsky and Zudinator was bigger than between Zudinator and the 16th seed. So it's like, I don't know, it's just silly, but whatever.
Yeah,
that's
Malashevsky is just on another planet. He's the favorite, but aside from Malashevsky, Enri has the possibility, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, there is actually a loser's bracket, so Demonical is not fully out of it yet. Still has his shot to try to get back into this and fight for his place at the roundtable.
Yeah, still plenty to fight for here for Demonical, and made a good account of himself here on a lot of different map styles as well. Fought Enri really well on some of those hidden picks, so I'm taking heart with that. I'm sure we'll see more of him next week.
Absolutely. But there's set to be a bit of a gap until the next match today. There is one more match today at 18 UTC between Zudinator and Reedcat, but you know, going to be a bit of a gap, but make sure to catch that.
I believe as well the winner of that Zudinator and Reedcat plays Enri next. Looking at the bracket, so
yeah.
That's what awaits Enri, the winner of that game. Yeah,
therefore, what awaits Demonical as well, right? I think that's how brackets work out.
I'd assume so, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't got the stats
pretty
on
tough.
hand, but yeah.
It's pretty tough.
It's something like that. It's something like that. It'll be clear by the end of the weekend. Yeah. Anyways, I think we're all done for now, right? No, so we can wrap up this bad boy.
Yeah. That'll be it from us for today. This has been Knots and Doomsday, and we'll we'll be seeing you later today on the stream. Not us, but the Roundtable staff. And make sure there's gonna be a lot of matches actually on Sunday. Sunday's the big day, I would say. But be sure to catch this one as well.
Yeah, 6 matches on Sunday with the next match being later today. Yeah, 1800 UTC Zootinator versus Reedcat in the Roundtable Qualifier Tournament. Be there. It's going to be good. Until then, we will see you next time. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye-bye.